Hey guys, it's me again, Nicole, and on this video we will discuss on how you can edit your websites using the Revamply software. Before we dig in deeper, I need to remind you important information which were not included on the first video. That would be on the applications page. Now, we highly recommend that you configure all of your applications before you start editing any website. You have here to change log notification so you know whenever a new feature goes live. And again, you have the option to request a new feature or report a bug if required via support. All right, so let's go ahead and start editing a website. Once you've already added your domain and the web pages, all you need to do is to select the domain folder and the page that you wish to edit. In this case, we are going to use variation test 1, which we created on the first video. Click Site Editor. And what Revamply will do is it will load your web page into its editor page. Before we start showing you examples, let me discuss with you the options that we have on top of this page. We have add elements such as adding buttons, opt-in forms, countdown, headlines, social media, videos, images, and we have a couple of built-in templates that you can already choose from, such as these. Okay, and then we have page settings, color dropper, which is a drag and drop feature, and you can update the color of your text or background. I'll show you an example later. You can add in opt-ins as well, which we have templates that you can choose from. Also, on top we have variations. You can create a new variation page within the editor page itself, or you can jump in on an existing variation page that you have already created. You can reset all of the changes you've done, download, embed a code, undo, redo, preview, save, and publish. We'll discuss into details these buttons by the end of the video. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you examples of the editing features of Revamply. So for you to be able to make any changes, the first step is you need to select an element. There are two options. You can either select a single element, which looks like this, or you can select an entire section, which we call the div, and it looks like this. That's for selecting an element. Now, to select and edit, we have two options. You can single click to pull up a settings box, or you can do a double click, which does the text element editing. For single click, this is how it looks. You have the option to add in a background, position the background, animate, hide an element, or delete an element. For example, for the background, you can upload files that you have, or you can choose existing background images that is already available in the software. Also, you can animate. Let's try to make a change. 4-second interval, or you can hide a particular element as well. Okay, and for the text element, as I mentioned, you just need to double click, and a settings box for text editing would then pop up as well, which you can change the font and orientation, and a lot more, and a lot of different options as well. Okay. Aside from using your mouse, you can also use keyboard shortcuts, which you can use the arrow keys to move the elements around. You can use the delete button, and you can even use Control Z to undo your last action. So let's try to go ahead and move some of the elements around so you would see it in action. Try resizing that. Change orientation. Sorry. All right, and let's try moving this. Okay, so those are basically the things that you can do so that you can move around the elements, so that you can edit, add in an animation. Now, about the color dropper that I mentioned earlier, which is also a drag and drop feature, you just need to choose whether you are editing the text color or the background color. Text color would look something like this. Just choose a color. You can either choose from here or the options that we already have available. Drop it in any text that you would like to change the color with. Pretty easy. Or you can change the background. Okay, and those are the basic editing of the Revamply software. So again, as I mentioned, if you want to go back to the changes or reset everything, you just need to click this drop down option, reset, and it should go back to how it originally looked like. Or you can preview and see the changes that you've done. You can save the changes or you can publish it. Now, for the publish option, be reminded that upon clicking the publish option, it will show you an embed code and it needs to be added only once. And once it's added, the pop-up will ask you to verify the code is added or not. And if added, all the changes will go live. It would look like this. All right, so those are the basic editing options that you have for Revamply. Thank you.